the historic downtown. Yeah, again, if you're looking to move to the area, you should at least drive through, kind of make just a quick, sweep through the area to see it. And you'll be like, whoa, that's cool. I want to come back to that. But if you're here for like more of an entire day just to check out the spots and do stuff more as like a vacation, then spend a significant amount of time in the downtown. And I'd say a good hour or two, maybe a little bit longer if you're feeling it. The next thing you should do is go to the beaches, and there's a couple different ways you could do the beaches, because our beaches are different than your typical Florida beaches in some regards. So the first thing that I would say for sure helps us stand out from any other beach you've ever been to would be the fact that we have prehistoric shark's teeth on our beaches. Now, if you want to really make the most of that and find as many as you can and go to a beach with a little bit of a different experience, Casperson Beach is the one you want to go to. You can find tons of prehistoric shark's teeth. There's literally a mound of like seashells and shark's teeth that just keeps depositing on the shore. So that's like a nice little area to dig through, although a lot of people tend to dig through that. So maybe head down a little bit further and you might be able to find a little bit more just because it's been less picked through. But all the beaches, for the most part, you can find them. I'd say Venice Beach is probably the worst for being able to find those. But like we also have a dog beach, which is also interesting. You have your dog off a leash there. And that's very unique to a lot of Florida. There's not a lot of beaches that have that, but you can also find a lot of shark's teeth and seashells on that beach. You can find them by Sharky's on the Pier. That's another thing to do, is go to Sharky's on the Pier, a tiki hut restaurant. I would definitely recommend checking that out for one of your places to go to eat, just for the vibes, because it's on the beach. And then you got the fishing pier there that you can walk out onto. That's open to the public, even though it's a fishing pier. And also, by the way, you can fish there without a license. So if you got some extra time to kill and you're into fishing, that's another thing I would recommend you do. Next thing I would recommend you do is, again, involves the water. That's kind of like what we do. We're a beach town. And that would be to go check out the jetty. Now, the jetty is kind of like a fishing pier, but it's like this. It's like blacktop, and it sits like close to the water. And then there's some big rocks to the side. But it's a good spot to be able to catch dolphins. A lot of times in the evenings, it seems like, is better for being able to catch those. Occasionally, you can catch manatees, and it's good for catching sunsets. So that might be a nice kind of cool way to like end your day.